Hello, Earth. This is Elijah Keating from Wisdom Seekers. Earth includes Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this is for the energy from the 10th to the 16th of March 2019. And shall we get right into it? The first energy I pulled was interesting, darkest fears. And what do the darkest fears mean? Usually, for people who are spiritually inclined, the darkest fears are a good chance for us to clear up all that old stuff. So, Earth, the first thing that a card I pulled is change. And this is change. It goes along with the darkest fears, actually, because it is the fear that comes from the deep subconscious, that which has been pushed down and hidden, but we have allowed ourselves to cut off a little bit here and there until we free enough of it so that it buoys like a buoy up to the surface of the water. So we are going to do some soul searching this week. Interesting card for what covers it is the 10 of Cups. And that is always the right answer when you search your soul. When you face your fears, you release. 99% of the time you release. There might be other things that you're hiding so you don't release completely. But this brings you a mature form of happiness and joy. And why? Because you are facing your fears, you're also receiving the gifts of spirit. And what's behind us is the World card. And the World card, it's interesting, it's not the physical world, it's the spiritual world. And you see there's a lot of energy, and I can vouch that for the next little while. There is going to be a lot of energy. Not the kind of time where you can sit down and put your feet up. It's the kind of time when you're running hair straight back and you're super busy trying to catch up and do things. Lots of downloads happening for you. This is in the past, but it's also in the future in this case. So what's just below you is the Knight of Cups. And what does the Knight of Cups gives you? Support. A lot of support. A lot of understanding. And support is basically, true support is understanding. It's also the lending of strength, or the borrowing of strength, retaining balance, but still you continue to grow. The biggest thing, though, is the understanding of what is happening with you. And what does that bring immediately for you? Probably today, if it's the first, if it's the 10th, is the Princess of Swords, and she is a princess of change. And again, she is a princess of change on the subconscious level. She gets in there and she says, okay, we're going to look at this stuff that you've been afraid of since you're 3 years old, and we're going to deal with it right now. Okay, so what does that do? You're going to deal with it right now, basically. So, but what it does is, and then you get the Magician. The Magician is bringing new energy to Earth, creating and balancing the old energy, making things happen with it. So you cleared up stuff, and because you've cleared out stuff, you have more energy to expand for yourself. But it also means you can bring in clean, fresh energy from above. So that's a very exciting. This week is not going to be for the faint of heart, but it will be very rewarding, because this card, the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands is a card of being very on top of the world. And that would be like the same as the the Ten of Cups, which is being happy in a mature form. This is being on top of the world, but also at the same time extremely grounded, because you know where your happiness comes from. You know how to maintain it or let it go if you need to. And what else is there? The Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles suggests very strongly that you're going to receive the rewards for putting in your effort. So this week should be very quick. It should be over fast before it starts. At least it will seem that way. I know each day is 24 hours, 12 hours increments, but sometimes they seem to speed along much faster. So you should receive the rewards for your efforts, and the efforts is you're going to have to work for it. and what will the result be? It's the Hermit. The Hermit is a way shower, somebody who brings new people to the edge so they can see new ways of doing, new ways of behaving and interacting. You're no longer allowed to hide in the cave for years on end. Now you come out and you shine your light and you show yourself off for those that need to know there is a better and stronger way. And this week you succeed. And the last card is you go from your darkest fears, you go to love. And I've said this over and over again, so many of you have already heard it. There's two things in the universe. One is love, and one is fear, and one is an illusion. All right? So we are moving into love, which means not easy, but definitely better. Not easy, but definitely an improvement.